feel like myself again. It's been a while. Ha. I know you want my Cadillac Georgia. Can you handle this back in motion? Told you, baby, I got the portion.
Hey guys, and welcome to DeraysDiaries Journey to the Top. This is my new series where I'm going to just be taking you through my journey of actually making my way through the industry. I've been doing this for 13 years now, 14 years actually, we're in 2024, 14 years now. And I'm just really excited to see where this journey is going to take me. But I realized that you guys don't really know much about me. I'm always releasing these videos of, oh, be all spiritual, meditate, like fix your life, blah, blah. By the way, pause, I am fixing this nail right now and I'm going to do it right now in this video. I bought this cute little pack of nails off Amazon. That's the one that's missing. And look how many colours you get, and that's going to last me for an absolute lifetime, and it was under £15. So I beg you go get yourself one because, oh my god. However, I'm doing this one because the one I put on before was too small, and it was hurting my finger. So now I've got to resize it and put this one on, which I'm going to do in the video, but whatever. Yeah, I realised you guys don't really know much about me, and I want to change that for real. That's what this series is going to be about. So this episode, we're going to focus on the beginning of my journey. We're going to focus on what got me into music, what started me on this path of, you know, quite an unconventional dream. You know, I'm still young, but I'm getting somewhere in age. I'm getting somewhere in age, but I'm still pursuing my dream because I believe it's what I was supposed to do, what I was put here on this earth to do. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about where I came from and essentially why I do it. So yeah, hold on, just go through. Sorry. I got my little Palo Santo burning as well for the good vibes and good energy. Where's my nail file gone? Oh, but yeah. So I started singing probably well, my mom says from like the age of 3. Obviously that would have been babbity, but you know, obviously I showed some interest in singing from early. She said that when I was like 5, I must have been in the car and R. Kelly came on and I started singing Sex Me Baby or something like that. She was like, oh, no more R. Kelly. So, which now is very disgusting and awkward. But anyway, moving on. So yeah, from a very young age, I was like really interested in music, really interested in singing. Then when I got to about 6, I was obsessed with Michael Jackson. I was watching his greatest hits every single week, every single day, more like. I was just wishing that people would faint like that for me, like be beside themselves. I would learn all the moonwalk and all the routines to all the songs off like Top of the Pops and like greatest hits and, you know, all those sort of MTV and all those things that was on back in the day when we were younger. So, well, when I was younger, we're talking about the 90s. For those of you that don't, you millennial over, I'm a millennial. Am I a millennial? I'm a millennial. But anyway, I don't even get the generation thing. I'm not generation X, Y, Z. Anyway, I don't even know. But yeah, so it was very much like, you know, what was I saying? Yeah, so I was very much like obsessed with Michael Jackson, and just obsessed with like music and performance and everything. So I went to dance classes at about age 6. 6, 7, started taking street dancing classes, did all sorts of styles. When I was about 11, I went to a performing arts institute where I did ballet, tap, jazz, modern and singing, and it was like obviously professionally trained and stuff like that. So I did that for about a year or so, and then I decided, like an idiot, oh my god, I can't speak. It's because I'm here rambling on. I decided like an idiot that I was going to go play football. So I went to play football. Yeah, I know. Right. So I went to play football for a couple of months and was like, yeah, football training, blah, blah, blah. Just like. Then when I was about 13, my play cousin, you know, like the family friend you call the cousin, took me to like a dance class in like the city centre, and I was like, it was street dance, and obviously I'd been more like it was street dance I was taught, but not like hip hop and stuff like that. So it was like hip hop and street dance and popping and locking, and she taught me like a few things in the summer holidays. So I had like a foundation of like heel and toe, Harlem shake, like all that. So I thought I was the shit, right? So went to this dance class, whatever. It was really good. Everybody loved me. Everybody, like, in fact, no, not everybody loved me. Scratch that. Everybody did not love me. But the dance instructor loved me. He called me like Smile, like, why are you smiling in the routine? Like, his name was Dean. He was absolutely amazing. So then they called me Smiley, right? So that was my first ever name, Smiley, which I was a bit like lame, but whatever. But sorry, I had to give you the smile so you understand the name. So and I'm gonna end up filing this nail away, just chatting all of this on. Let me just size it up. I have to like size it up around age like 11 or so, because this was just before I started doing like more dance classes. When I was like in year 7, a lot of people, I do like all the talent shows and enter all the competitions and stuff, but a lot of people would be like, you can't sing, like you sound like a man, like why do you sound like that, like stop singing, like you can't sing, blah blah blah. For years my confidence was absolutely shot when it comes to singing, and I completely kind of stopped singing. I remember singing Dangerously in Love at like my school talent show, and everyone just being like, you're so shit, and I was like, oh my god. So from then, like my singing was just like, I kind of swept it under the carpet. However, I used to still sing at church and stuff like that. I used to take myself to church, even though I was brought up in a Rastafarian household. I used to take myself to church because I just felt like such a connection with the Lord. So obviously I used to go there, and I started writing songs, and I actually had a song. I was touring churches singing this song, and I'm still thinking in my head like, I'm not good enough, blah blah blah. I'm writing songs at 13 that people want me to like sing in public again and again and again. Like, that's amazing. But I didn't see it that way because everyone's like, oh, you're shaking up that good, blah blah blah. So I had a real struggle with it from an early age, and I just put all my focus and energy into dancing. Because I did like a school talent show, and I decided to dance, and I must have dropped down into the splits, and everyone just went crazy, and I bust my trousers open, and my leg just like popped out, and it was horrific. Absolutely fucking horrific. But everybody was like, Ray, you're an amazing dancer, oh my god, you're so sick, da, 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 da. So I just kind of pushed singing to the back of my mind and just pushed forward with dance. So fast forward like college days, I'm doing performing arts. I made my first song in the studio with my friend Natty at probably like 16, which was called Barriers or something. I can't even remember it to sing it, but it's on my SoundCloud. Or did I private it? But either way, it's on my SoundCloud. I was like, yeah, I like this. Like, my voice, still not 100% happy with it, but okay, it's cool. So then I graduated from college or whatever, did really well in college, went to uni and pursued dance. When really, it's like, why was you doing that? Like, you wanted to do music like your whole life. Why have you decided to do dance? So I effectively did dance for like 2 years, was not happy, got depressed, ended up being in a relationship, like heavy relationship, so barely went to uni anyway. Don't even know how I graduated. Hope employers are not watching this. Anyway, 3rd year of uni, I was like, I'm doing music. Like, wrote Real on the Roads over the Dice Pineapples beat, the Rick Ross Dice Pineapples beat, and I rapped it.
And I'm staying at the Hilton. In the morning, I will cross sons with the Stilton. I want a limo with the chauffeur named Wilson. Want a fancy car, yeah, just slip me a Lambo. I'll be happy with the Porsche color, let's say mango. Hate to see the flashing lights and fame is placed upon you, but do you really want to risk losing you the real deal? Stay real on the roads. Stay real on the roads. Keep your mind clear on the road.
And then I sung on the hook, and I was like, oh my god, this is actually good. And I went to the studio and I recorded it and I put it out and I did a video. Then I did like a small little freestyle, and then I started getting like interest. People wanted me to come perform, like people was enjoying the music. Then I found a team to like do the videos and stuff. I was working like 2 jobs at the time and going university, and all this like proper trying to get it together, do this music. Then I met my boyfriend at the time. That got a little intense, so again took a little step back from the music, but was still trying to push in the background. He wasn't really as supportive about the shows and stuff as well, so it was a little disheartening because I just felt like he didn't really believe in me. But all this time it was I didn't believe in me. You know, the bullies had said I was shit, people said I was shit. I was like, I don't believe in this, like, but I'm gonna keep pushing because it's my dream, it's what I want. And you know, it just got to a point where it was like, I've got to do this music. Like, I've got to focus on this music. So I started doing it, and then my boyfriend decided he wanted to join in, and he was talking like he wanted to now be a rapper, and I'm thinking, I'm like 21 at this point. This is like the love of my life relationship. And I'm like, you want to be a rapper? Like, what? You're a roadman. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're a businessman. Like, what do you mean? You want to be a rapper? So anyway, it started, he jumped on a track. We ended up putting that track out. We did a whole video, went 50-50 on the video, absolutely killed it. And he must have been like, why is it all about you? Why is it not about me? It's like, what? What do you mean? Why is it? Anyway, moving on. So, yeah, moving on. So go check that out. I got dancers for that. I choreographed. I co-directed it.
Let's go, come on, all the drinks up. I never wanna see the bottom of my red cup. Roll with me when we blow that thing up. Get turned and tell the heat up. Let's go, come on.
I did that with Eric and Addie. That was absolutely amazing. And he started picking up from me from then. I started getting scouted from like X Factor and The Voice, like on a yearly basis, just kept bringing me in. I did a lot of shows, like even when I was doing the dancing, like growing up throughout college and stuff, I did like Move Like Michael Jackson. I went on Britain's Got Talent. You could actually see me on the TV. People was like spotting me like, oh my God, you was on Britain's Got Talent. I did Sex Pod, but that was like later on in life. That was like circa 2016. I did a couple episodes of Sex Pod. I was on BBC Three's Fully Loaded with Verona and Donna. That was amazing. That's like, again, a little later on. But there's like loads of things that I did in the time. I was on The Intent too. Like, there's a lot of things I went in and did throughout this career. So I'm also acting, I'm singing, I'm dancing, I'm doing everything. I'm teaching dance on the side as well. Once I graduated, I was teaching dance. Then I was like doing hospitality. Then I went into corporate. So I'm just trying to keep myself afloat, right? Because I've moved to London, and I'm not from London. I'm from Birmingham originally. So Birmingham is where I started out. So then when I moved to London, I've got to constantly keep a roof over my head. So that sometimes, situations not going how I want them to, me having to move area, having to move house, places not living up to standards and stuff like that. So throughout the journey, it's been a lot of that kind of stuff, back and forth. So while I've been constantly pushing with this music, it so appeared inconsistent, because it's like every time I start to get running, something will happen, like, or something will happen with the house, or something's like I've gone homeless, or like I'm pregnant, or like, do you know what I mean? Like some crazy shit. Obviously the pregnant thing only happened the once, but you know what I mean? It's like every time I was trying to do something, everything's coming up. And that has been the journey up until this point, right? So even 2020 lockdown, I got my body tight and right, everything looking everything perfect. I forgot what I was doing the nail. Everything perfect. And then I found somebody, fell in love. Like, that's a story for another time. I'll tell you guys that story, because that story's crazy. But, again, I was distracted from the music. And throughout these times, I've had a lot of situations where I've met a lot of people that I thought would be supportive along the way, that I thought would really have my back along the way. And it just hasn't worked out like that. I met a number of who you guys would see as celebs, obviously they're just people that I know, or brethrens or whatever, that liked me for a period of time, wanted to be around me, wanted to have the energy for a period of time, but once it felt like they weren't really getting anything more from me or something like that, it's like they instantly dropped me, or like if I wasn't playing ball with how like they wanted me to. So it's like I've been shunned by a lot of people in the industry. I think personally, because I've been too fucking nice. Like, I'm just going to be honest, sorry about the language, but I've been too fucking nice with a lot of people. And I've kept a lot of people's bullshit to myself. Like, I've just taken the L, like, yeah, whatever, like, karma's a bitch. Like, certain people, I've watched their karma and watched things happen to them. And I'm like, well, you did do that to me. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people have done things to me. Again, that's another video where we're going to go into some of the people and some of the things that I've actually been through in this industry and in this journey so far, because it's been crazy. Okay, I've been done dirty by quite a lot of your faves, and I've also kind of like tried to push through barriers and tried to push through and overcome hurdles that sometimes it just wasn't meant to be. So I really want to take you guys on this journey with me, understand a bit where I came from so you can see where I'm going. If you guys don't know already, I just released Rough Sex on YouTube. Now listen to this. This is another thing where it's like, why are you always trying to stop me? So then I did Rough Sex, right? Ready to release, ready to put on DPs, blah, 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 about to buy the lease, blah, blah, blah. And the man sold the beat. So I couldn't release it on DSPs because obviously somebody now owns the beat to that song. And that is just another example of things where it's just like hurdle after hurdle after hurdle after hurdle of me trying to push forward in this 14 years, and I'm not stopping. I do not plan to stop. I do not want to stop, and I know where I'm heading, okay? This is now not only for me, but this is now for my child, for my family, for my future family, for my partner, for my future partner. You know, for my future partner. I don't have a partner right now, but you know what I mean. So this is something I'm taking very, very seriously, and it's something that I, you know, pride myself on my tenacity and my ability to keep going, because I didn't believe in myself for a long time. And maybe that's why a lot of things happened the way that they did, and a lot of things happened to me how they did. But let me tell you this now and be assured, I know who the hell I am. I know where I came from. I know what I've been doing all this time, and I know that I've never stopped, even when it got super difficult. Even when I was on my face, homeless for 6 to 8 months, like homeless and pregnant, homeless, not pregnant, living on someone's floor. Like, I've done it all. And this is the kind of journey that I think you guys kind of need to see, because whether I make it today or I make it tomorrow, I'm gonna make it for sure. For anyone that's trying to get anywhere, you do not have to dim your light because other people don't understand what it looks like, and you do not have to dim yourself because haters don't like themselves. Because anyone that can come at you with any sort of negativity unprovoked, they're coming at themselves like that. They don't like themselves. They hate themselves. So I want to make that really clear, because for years it suppressed me in this whole race, in this whole thing. It suppressed me, what people have said about me, what they've thought about me, when all of it wasn't true. The main thing that bothered me is that it wasn't true, but that's the thing that should have set me free, because only you know yourself, and you are put here for a purpose. And I was put here to speak to the people, love on the people, sing to the people, perform for the people, and be here and be a light and guide for the people. And those haters and those people, they just mad, honey. They just mad, but me nah gonna know it. Them just mad, but me nah gonna know it. Nah gonna know it. Them just mad, but me nah gonna know it. And I want you guys to know a little bit more about D-Ray Love. Like, know a little bit more about me, because yeah, I've been in front of the camera for years. Yeah, I've been doing all these things for years, but y'all don't really know me for real. Y'all don't really know me for real. So it's time to get to know me. This is Journey to the Top series. I hope you tune in for episode motherfucking 2, okay? And it's been so great speaking to you. I still haven't even got the goddamn nail on. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do like and subscribe. They're here, baby. We're not going nowhere. I know they're sick of me, but me not going nowhere. So me there. Alright? D what? D-Ray. D what? D-Ray.
No, I'm starting to feel like myself again.
D-Ray. Every time I come up in the
It's been
house,
a while.
D-Ray. Alright, peace and love. Bye. What was that? Like, am I Bob Marley? Like, word to that. By the way, have you guys seen One Love? Let me know in the comments. Oh God, cut. But word.